My beloved child. What if I told you that a moment that seemed ordinary was actually carrying a message you were never expecting? A stranger sent you money. At first, it may have looked like a simple surprise. A notification appeared. A number flashed on the screen. For a few seconds, your mind tried to understand what had just happened. Why now? Why you? And where did it come from? Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Many people would immediately focus on the amount. They would look at the number and think that the number itself is the story. But what if the real story is not the amount? What if the real story is the feeling that arrived with it? That sudden pause. That unexpected curiosity. That moment when your heart quietly asked a question your mind could not answer. Don't skip. There is something important hidden inside this moment. Sometimes life places unusual events in front of us, not to confuse us, but to make us pay attention. Think about it. How many ordinary days pass without anything surprising happening? Then suddenly, something unexpected appears. A message. A notification. A name you do not recognize. A transfer you were not waiting for. And instantly your attention changes. You become alert. You become curious. You start looking closer. The truth is that unexpected moments often reveal things we would have ignored during normal days. That is why this story is bigger than it looks. Because somewhere right now, someone is watching this video and thinking, this happened to me. And if that is you, listen carefully. Not everything valuable arrives in the package we expected. Not every opportunity announces itself with grand words. Not every answer arrives in the way we imagined. Sometimes the smallest event becomes the beginning of a much larger realization. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine opening a door you never planned to open. Not because you were searching for it. Not because you were prepared for it. But because life placed it directly in front of you. That is what unexpected moments do. They interrupt routine. They break patterns. They make us stop and think. And in a world where everyone is moving quickly, stopping for a moment can be more powerful than people realize. Don't skip. Because of this message may change the way you see this entire situation. The stranger. The money. The surprise. These are only the visible pieces. But beneath every visible event, there is usually an invisible lesson. A reminder. A realization. A perspective that was waiting to be discovered. Maybe the real question is not, why did this happen? Maybe the real question is, what am I supposed to notice because it happened? Think about that. Because sometimes the biggest answers are hidden inside the questions we almost never ask. And right now, there is a reason you are still listening. There is a reason your attention has not left. There is a reason this message feels different. You can feel it. Something is building. Something important is approaching. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most interesting of every unexpected story is not the beginning. It is the meaning that slowly reveals itself afterward. And that meaning is exactly what we are about to uncover. Changes everything. A moment ago, we talked about the surprise. Now we need to talk about something even more powerful. The meaning behind it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Most people see an unexpected payment and immediately focus on one question. What should I do next? But very few people stop long enough to ask another question. What can this moment teach me? And that is where everything changes. Because unexpected events have a strange way of revealing hidden truths. They reveal what captures your attention. They reveal what you value. They reveal how quickly you react when life places something surprising in front of you. Think about the exact moment you noticed it. For a second, the world around you faded away. Your attention locked onto one thing. One notification. One message. One unexpected event. And suddenly, nothing else mattered. Isn't that fascinating? One small moment had the power to completely redirect your focus. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What if this entire situation is reminding you of something important? What if it is showing you how quickly life can change? Not in a dramatic way. Not in a loud way. But in a quiet and unforgettable way. One moment everything feels ordinary. The next moment something unexpected appears. That is why this story matters. Because life is filled with moments that arrive without warning. A new opportunity. A new connection. A new realization. They rarely announce themselves in advance. They simply appear. And the people who notice them are often the ones who experience the biggest transformations. Don't skip. The next revelation is something most people never think about. Imagine two people receiving the exact same surprise. The first person ignores it. The second person pauses and reflects on it. Months later, the second person has gained wisdom, perspective, and awareness. Why? Because they paid attention. That is the difference. The greatest lessons are often hidden inside ordinary experiences. And right now, you are not watching this video by accident. You are still here because something inside you wants to understand this story more deeply. You can feel it. The curiosity is growing. The mystery is growing. And the answer is getting closer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is a once-in-a-lifetime realization. Sometimes an unexpected event is not important because of what arrived. It is important because of what awakened inside you. The questions. The curiosity. The awareness. The attention. The realization that life can surprise you at any moment. That realization alone can change the way you move forward. Because people who expect every day to be identical often miss extraordinary moments. But people who remain aware notice opportunities others walk past. That is powerful. That is unforgettable. And that is exactly why this story continues to matter. Don't skip. The biggest. Right now, somewhere in your mind, a new perspective is forming. You are beginning to understand that this story was never just about money. It was never just about a stranger. It was never just about a notification. It was about awareness. It was about attention. It was about recognizing that even the smallest unexpected moment can carry a lesson worth remembering. And we will uncover the final layer of this mystery. The part that connects everything together. That makes the entire story unforgettable. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most surprising revelation is still to come. There is one detail nobody expects to hear. And it changes everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Up until now, we have talked about the surprise. We have talked about the attention it created. We have talked about the questions it awakened. But now we reach the most fascinating part of this journey. The hidden in plain sight. Think carefully. The stranger who sent the money did something unusual. Whether intentional or accidental, they created a moment that broke your routine. And routine is powerful. Most people wake up, follow familiar patterns, and move through their day almost automatically. Then something unexpected happens. And suddenly they become fully present. Fully aware. Fully engaged. That is exactly what happened here. One unexpected moment captured your attention more effectively than hundreds of ordinary moments ever could. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine this. What if every great opportunity in life begins exactly the same way? Unexpected. Unplanned. Unpredictable. The biggest discoveries often begin with curiosity. The strongest connections often begin with a surprise encounter. The most memorable stories often begin with something nobody saw coming. And that is why this moment feels different. Because deep inside, you understand that life is capable of surprising you at any second. That realization is powerful. Don't skip. Because we are approaching a revelation that most people never consider. Here it is. The value of a surprise is not measured by what appears. It is measured by what it awakens inside you. A person may receive something unexpected and forget about it tomorrow. Another person may receive the same surprise and remember it for years. What creates the difference? Awareness. Reflection. Perspective. The ability to see beyond the obvious. And that is exactly what you are doing right now. You are looking deeper. You are searching for meaning. You are connecting the dots. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now ask yourself a simple question. How many opportunities have entered your life disguised as ordinary moments? How many lessons arrived through simple experiences? How many important realizations began with something small? The answer may surprise you. Because when people look back on their lives, they often discover that the moments they remember most were not the ones they planned. They were the unexpected ones. The surprising ones. The unforgettable ones. Just like this story. And that brings us closer to the final piece of the puzzle. Don't skip. The next realization may be the most powerful one yet. The stranger. The money. The notification. All of these things captured your attention. But the true story is about possibility. The possibility that life can change direction in a single moment. The possibility that an ordinary day can become memorable. The possibility that something small can lead to something meaningful. That is why this moment matters. Not because it was expected, but because it was unexpected. And unexpected moments have a way of staying with us. Long after they happen. Long after the notification disappears. Long after the curiosity begins. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because in the everything comes together. The mystery. The lesson. The realization. The final truth hidden behind this entire story. And once you hear it, you may never look at unexpected moments the same way again. The biggest revelation is still ahead. The final piece of this mystery is here. And once you understand it, the entire story takes on a completely different meaning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From the very beginning, the title sounded simple. A stranger sent you money? Here's what you should know. At first, it seemed like a story about an unexpected transaction. A surprise notification. A random moment. An unusual event. But now you can see that it was always about something deeper. It was about awareness. It was about attention. It was about recognizing that even the smallest unexpected moment can completely change the way you think. Think back to the beginning of this journey. A stranger. A notification. A surprise. That single moment immediately captured your attention. Why? Because human beings are naturally drawn toward the unexpected. We remember surprises. We remember unusual moments. We remember experiences that interrupt the ordinary. And that is exactly why this story stays with us. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the revelation. The most valuable thing you gained from this story was never the event itself. It was the realization that life can surprise you when you least expect it. That realization is powerful. Because once you understand it, you stop moving through life on autopilot. You start paying attention. You start noticing details. You start recognizing opportunities. You start appreciating moments that others ignore. And suddenly the world feels different. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine two paths. On one path, a person ignores every unexpected moment. They dismiss every surprise. They rush through every day. Nothing stands out. Nothing is remembered. On the other path, a person notices. They observe. They reflect. They learn. And because they pay attention, ordinary moments become extraordinary memories. Which path creates the richer story? The answer is obvious. And that is the hidden lesson behind everything we discussed. The stranger may have appeared for only a moment. The notification may have lasted only seconds. But the perspective you gained can last much longer. Don't skip. Because this final thought brings everything together. Every unforgettable story begins with a moment nobody expected. Every memorable chapter starts with a surprise. Every great realization begins with a question. And this story gave you all three. A surprise. A question. A realization. That is why you stayed. That is why you listened. That is why this message feels different. Because deep down, you understand something now that you may not have understood before. Life is full of unexpected moments. And those moments often carry lessons, perspectives, and memories that stay with us long after the event itself has passed. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And here it is. The biggest revelation of all. The stranger was never the true focus. The money was never the true focus. The notification was never the true focus. The true focus was you. Your attention. Your curiosity. Your willingness to look deeper. Your ability to find meaning where others see only a brief moment. That is what transformed this story. That is what made it memorable. That is what made it powerful. And if you remember only one thing from this entire journey, remember this. Sometimes the smallest unexpected moment can create the biggest shift in perspective. That single realization can stay with you long after this video ends. And that is what you should know. Something huge was waiting for you. It was not hidden in the notification. It was hidden in the lesson. And now, the mystery is complete. A question remains. And it is the one question that gives this entire story its lasting power. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After everything we have explored, after every surprise, every realization, and every unexpected turn, one thought still stands out above all others. What will you remember tomorrow? Will you remember the amount? Will you remember the notification? Or will you remember the lesson hidden behind it? That is where the true value of this story lives. Because some moments arrive, create excitement, and disappear. But other moments leave behind a perspective that stays forever. And this is one of those moments. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine looking back years from now. You may not remember every ordinary day. You may not remember every routine moment. But you will remember the surprises. You will remember the unexpected. You will remember the moments that made you stop and think. That is why this story matters. A stranger sent you money. A simple sentence. Yet look at everything that followed. Questions. Curiosity. Reflection. Awareness. A completely new way of looking at unexpected moments. Don't skip. Because the next realization is something very few people ever discover. The greatest opportunities are often recognized only by those who are paying attention. Most people are looking for huge signs, huge announcements, huge signals. But life often works differently. Sometimes the most meaningful moments arrive quietly. A small surprise, a brief message, a single unexpected event. And those who notice these moments gain something priceless. Perspective. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now think about your own journey. How many times has life surprised you? How many times has something unexpected appeared exactly when you least expected it? How many unforgettable memories began as ordinary moments? More than you realize. And that is why this story feels so personal. Because everyone has experienced a moment that changed the direction of their thoughts. Everyone has experienced a surprise that stayed in their memory. Everyone has experienced something that seemed small at first but felt important later. That is the hidden connection. Don't skip. Because we are approaching the final revelation of this entire journey. Here it is. The real treasure in unexpected moments is not what arrives. It is what awakens. Curiosity awakens. Awareness awakens. Attention awakens. Possibility awakens. And once those things awaken, you begin to see the world differently. You begin to notice details. You begin to appreciate moments. You begin to understand that every day has the potential to surprise you. That realization is powerful. That realization is memorable. That realization is what makes this story unforgettable. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And now the final thought. The next time something unexpected happens, pause for a moment. Look beyond the event itself. Look beyond the surface. Ask yourself what lesson, perspective, or realization may be hidden inside it. Because sometimes the smallest surprise carries the biggest message. And sometimes the moment that seems ordinary today becomes the story you remember tomorrow. That is what you should know. That is what makes this journey meaningful. And that is why this story stays with you long after the screen goes dark. Something huge was waiting for you. It was never the surprise itself. It was the understanding you gained because of it. And that understanding is something you can carry forward every single day.